Hey everyone, what's up? This is H and
Morgan Epstein.
Yes, and we're coming to you live from Big Planet Comics over in College Park. And so you were telling me some big things going on in Marvel. I mean, we had news last week with Riri Williams becoming the new Iron Man. What else has been going on?
The second series that was announced for Iron Man is going to be Famous Iron Man with Dr. Doom. Both these series are going to be written by Michael Bendis. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens with Tony Stark post Civil War.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about some Civil War in a second because.
Yeah, it's a big one, guys. This issue coming out tomorrow is big. You do not want to miss it. It is a game changer. I cannot express to you how big of an issue it was. It's going to be talked about for months. It's going to be very big one. Let me get my love with my little black hand but you know.
So with tomorrow being Wednesday, what is some new stuff that's coming down the pipe that we should be looking forward to?
Some new stuff coming down the pipe. We got some new pops in, just a smidge of new ones. We got a new unmasked Kylo Ren with the red lightsaber. The red lightsaber. I'm sorry, Rey. Wow, I am not.
That's okay.
The Rey with the blue lightsaber. So we got the actual real Force Awakens stuff that is actually going to be canon to what you want. Nice little stands to go with them on the snow-covered battlefield. If you've seen the movie, if not, I'm sorry, you're a little late for spoilers.
But it happened, though, right?
It did happen. You know, we've got there are definitely a lot of young female Jedi out there who are going to want this Rey pop in the emo Kylo Ren pop. I love it. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and it's been both of those characters have been big among cosplayers as well.
Yeah, very big among cosplayers.
I'm really excited, and I know we're going to talk about it, but just a little bit. I mean, people have been really excited over Pokemon Go. You know, we're all into it. Just please be careful.
Yeah, no, I cannot stress this enough as well. Especially, our U Street store is a Pokestop. If you want to stop in there and, it's cool.
Get your Pokemon.
But please, be careful. Do not cross the street with your cell phone in your hands, stuff. And speaking of, big things coming up this week for Magic players, anyone who's interested, cheap plug for myself, the Eldritch Moon pre-release is coming out, Emrakul. Big stuff. If you want to sign up for the pre-release, we are hosting 3 flights, Big Planet Comics in College Park. So, come on down to the midnight one, or give us a call and get a spot registered.
Midnight when? Thursday night?
Midnight, 12 Friday. So midnight Saturday, and then 12 p.m. Saturday, and then Sunday 12 p.m. as well. So
you want to give people a little bit of preview of like some of the cards they should be looking forward to?
Ooh, the new Emrakul is a good one. The Gisela and Bruna, the melding cards. Sweet Angels, sweet premium foils. It's going to be great. New Tamio, new Planeswalkers, all the great stuff. Wizards done a great job with this set. Lots of Eldritch Horror, Gothic, kind of old school feel to it. So if you've ever played, any of the H.P. Lovecraft stuff or the Cthulhu stuff, it's got that vibe to it all over the set. So it's great. But let's get down to the comics. That's why you're here.
Yeah, please. Let's talk about some of the comics that came out this week.
So I have to stress this to all of you who are watching here. I want to start off with the Gwenpool issue. Now, so the title is not indicative of anything that you would think it is. It has nothing to do with Gwen Stacy. It has nothing to do with Deadpool. I recommend you pick it up. It's hysterical. It's funny. It's ingenuitive. It's about a girl from the real world coming into the Marvel universe. So, let's play around with that idea a little bit more. It's definitely not a Gwen Stacy or a Deadpool title. So don't misconstrue that.
We'll give them a tiny spoiler of what to expect.
A little MODOK fighting, just a little MODOK fighting in this. Some cute lines, a lot of pink text, but yeah, that's basically what I can do for you. This is a good one. I'm really about this since his appearance in Batman Superman before the Rebirth relaunch. The Chinese Superman book was really good. The Superman book is different. It's got a good feel to it. It feels so different than anything they've done before. And, it's got that entire Keenan Kong getting his suit for the first time, getting experimented on, and kind of what happens, his interactions with his family. It's definitely
we got a fan who wants to know. Bell wants to know: is it better than Spider-Gwen? I think she will. Wait a minute. Bell. I'm guessing Bell means is that better?
The Gwenpool stuff.
Yeah.
Is completely different. I definitely read it. It's not better than Spider-Gwen. It's not in the same, they're not the same category, but they're 2 books you can read and have a good time reading them. I definitely think that people have overlooked this title. That's for sure.
Got it. All right, but this is expected to be
So number one.
Okay.
That's number one. All right, we're gonna move on to my favorite team book going on right now, which is Detective Comics. If you guys know me or have come into the store before at all, I am in love with the fact that Batwoman is back in the main continuity DC universe, and I'm big on the fact that we got the Red Robin suit back. That doesn't look like a flying bird.
Thank you.
I'm really up on this book. It's the best Bat Team book that's going on right now. I'm having a great time with it. The Clayface stuff is real fun because now he's, got these power dampeners on. It's great. I love it. This issue kind of ran where it needed to run, and expect some great more Bat feedback from it.
Now, if I remember correctly, Clayface is actually kind of fighting on the side of good now,
Correct.
right?
They kind of read his stuff. If you read the Batwoman New 52 stuff, he was on the Batwoman espionage squad. So now he's kind of on the Bat family kind of team, trying to fight and be an actual,
Force of
good in some. We're seeing if they're seeing if old Clayface can really
hold it in,
so to speak. The next one is my favorite title from this week. My Guide. The Grayson Annual was great. Grayson entirely was run. If you're a big Dick Grayson Nightwing fan, I'm glad to have him back in the blue and black primary colors, and they throw him in great. Perfectly executed book. Some Damian Wayne appearances, some Batman appearances, sets up for what's next. It's a big rebirth from this week, so it hit the marks for me as a Batman fan and as a Dick Grayson fan.
Let me ask you a question. So you took a look at this. How do you think this stands up to some of the stuff that Tom King did?
I think they're all different. I think that the rebirth stuff, I think it flows nicely with the Detective Comics, and they announced a recent crossover that's going to be the Monster Men. Big crossover with the Detective Comics book, the Batman book, and the Nightwing book, so that will be good to see the first big crossover of the New 52, so the new Rebirth, I'm sorry. Right. The Rebirth stuff, got used to saying New 52, I hate it, but of the Rebirth stuff being the Nightwing book, the Detective Comics book, and the Batman book. Especially like where they're going with the villains and the plot line of how they get him back in the suit, and the big one. So.
You know what, people, I got a chance to take a look at this, and
we've been talking about between me and you, we've been talking a couple weeks about how there's a lot of change in the Marvel Universe right now, and what's going on with that, and stories are flowing and ebbing a little bit differently with Riri getting announced, and I don't want to spoil any of the people who haven't read Civil War.
Right, but a lot of the status quo is changing. Let's put it that way.
The Steve Rogers stuff that happened, tons of status quo changes in the Marvel Universe right now, and this is really big. This is huge. This is as big as as Spider-Man unmasking in public during the first Civil War. This is big.
Yes.
This is the issue that they solicited and they promised you something big was going to happen, but they delivered, and they were not kidding with you. And it's a must-read. There's going to be a lot of talk about it, good, bad, and all over.
Especially among Marvel fans.
It's going to be. It's definitely where Bruce Banner is. What's going on with Bruce Banner, and
we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. You know what? I would dare say, while Secret Wars Part 2 last year really just kind of came out swinging, it was just kind of all over the place. Yeah. I was kind of. I don't know how I feel. How I've been feeling about Civil War, but I do feel like what they're trying to do is a lot more focused. That they're trying to really rein some stuff back in, because it's just Marvel has been feeling like they've been kind of doing what DC has done, where they just kind of let things just kind of go all over the place. And I feel like with Secret Wars, they're trying to pull some things back in, but whether or not they're going to keep some fans around or tee off some fans with this book, I think it's really going to be indicative with what happens when people read this.
If you've stuck with it from the beginning, if you've read the Steve Rogers Captain America book with the Hail Hydra stuff, I'm sorry I spoiled again, but honestly, you guys probably want to check out that stuff. This is a big status quo change. I'm not going to say anything else. This is a huge status quo change, especially coming off the events of the previous issues. And you thought those were big. This is huge. This is monumental, and I'm not sure we're done. which is even scarier of a thought once you read the issue and digest it. We'll talk more about that next week after you've all had a chance to read it. But I definitely recommend picking this Civil War 3 up.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for this week. Tell people where they can find the store.
Big Planet College Park. We have locations Bethesda, U Street, and Vienna. Come on down. We'll set you up with some great books, great reading material, great gaming spot. You've been here for how many years?
Going on 10.
Going on 10 years. I mean, so, hear from the man himself.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Not a problem.
And we're going to be doing this on a more regular basis, I think. So I look forward to seeing you guys. And if you guys have any questions, you can always call us and email us at bigplanetcomics.com or the Big Planet Comics,
and then on Facebook too.
We are on Facebook. And, much love to you all, and enjoy your reading, because it's going to be a good week.
Yes. We'll see you guys. Matter of fact, we might talk about some Ghostbusters next week, too.
Oh,
Other than that, we'll see you guys next week. This has been the Planetary Poll with H and Morgan.
Too sweet.
We're out.